What up? What up? What up, world? Tap. I'm Compression. It's the Monday jump off number 110. Wow, really moving and grooving. Keep going. Quick housekeeping. Check out www.prtl.com. That's www.prtl.com or portal for all your recovery, rejuvenation, and also they have really great workout equipment like the ARX machine and the Proteus, which athletes use like pitchers and golfers and bowlers. And it's about a short amount of time in the gym, but with maximum amount of effort. So use access code Be Elite for 15% off all your services. And also check out Be Elite NYC.com. That's BE, the word elite, right here. NYC.com. Support the brand. Grab a shirt. Ladies, get those crop tops and just keep rocking out. I think that's all the housekeeping I got today. Today, I want to talk about endurance. I think it's like the first law of life. Those who cannot endure will perish, basically. And the reason I bring up endurance because I was having a conversation this weekend, and then someone was saying about how they do all the right things and this should be like this, and they're so polite, and they're so this, and they're so that. They're a perfect being, basically, right? They don't upset people. They don't. And then I realized, like, nah, you gotta be who you are. You don't have to put on a show or a front for others, because not everybody's gonna get you, right? Not everybody is built to be in your circle, in your foxhole. We're gonna talk about that foxhole language later, or maybe like in another 2 weeks. But not everybody is built to be in your company like that, and it's okay to break a few eggs because you don't agree with something or something is outside of your journey, you know what I mean, in your tribe journey. That's okay to look at something to be like, nah, I'm good on that, and be perfectly fine. And you got to be able to endure criticism if you're truly saying that you're a righteous, upright person. That can only be shown through your actions and your integrity, right? So you always got to stand for something honorable and keep great integrity toward that. And that's what makes you a righteous person. Your integrity toward things, your consistency toward things. You can't say you have endurance or consistency or integrity if you only do something 30% of the time. That's really not doing it. You know, a lot of the times you need to be at like 90 to 100% to be like, yo, this is what I do. And I think that's what gives you, that longevity, builds you into having longevity in your passions or your career or just your lifestyle, period. We don't have to get all deep. Everything is not about money. A lot of it is about your spiritual, mental, and your physical well being, how well you endure in life. And so I would say endurance for everybody is the first law in life that you should follow. Learn to endure. And you learn to endure by making sure you take time to meditate, making time to read, making time to continue your education, whether it's like with an app like Elevate, something that you can do for like 20, 30 minutes to improve your math, your writing, your reading skills, um, just things of that nature. And then making time for your physical. Even if you can't work out that day, at least stretch. Everybody has 10 minutes. Put on your favorite movie if you're going to do that when you come home, because TV, at least here in America, I think it's 80% of people's lives when they get home. or something like that, right? So even if you're on these YouTube streets or IG streets or you're on Twitter, just check out, give yourself time, set a clock for 10 minutes, and just stretch your body. If you can do nothing else, just stretch. Work on flexibility. And always, and that's how you get your mind, body, soul entwined to the things that you want to do. And then try to write things down. Have a goal, have a plan, have a chart, have some 20 things you want to do in a year, and just try to check them off. Will you always check them off? No. You just add them to the next year and then you just knock those off and then you continue on. And that's how you get things done, accomplish things, and build that endurance in life to keep moving forward. So that's my thought today. And I was watching The Woman King last night, and I think that's just an excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, The Woman King is awesome. Definitely check it out. And there's a line, she's talking to the king because she's the general. And then she says, vision is seeing what others do not. They're trying to not sell people that they capture to the Europeans, to the white people. They're trying to start selling their palm oil and things like that in production. And so they give them palm oil for goods, not people. Because they was realizing something's off. Because she said, oh, the Europeans have brought immorality to our nations and they will destroy all of Africa. It's it's a true story in that degree. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't have, what vision is, because vision is seeing what others do not. And I was talking to my homegirl, and then she said that's the difference between insight and eyesight. So I just thought that was two dope lines. Shout out to my homegirl Rachel for that. We was discussing it last night for a bit. The movie Megan was really dope. About the robot doll, like the new Chucky. I just thought that was pretty cool. So not to ruin it for y'all, but I say go check it out. And I want to know, because it's been out long enough. So we're gonna have a spoiler alert real quick. But when she synced, because you sync with the doll, right? So they create these dolls and your child syncs. And so it starts picking up the child's thoughts, mannerism. They have to hold their finger in the middle of the doll's hand. And the doll syncs with what the child needs or desires. That's a cool idea, right? But what happens is the doll, what I got from the movie is that the doll it synced to her desires so much. It synced to the desires that's not shown. So the child didn't have the ability to do, the fighting or the killing per se when people did her wrong. She had to just absorb it or whatever. And the child demonstrates like certain, aspects of children acting out, kicking things, throwing stuff, slapping people, whatever. And I thought that was interesting because you're thinking like the doll is just picking up all this hyper information and just becomes a Terminator. But no, the doll is technically running on the emotional, what I got from it, on the darker, deeper emotional aspect that was in the child. So I thought that was like a good, good play. What I thought would be like, like Chucky, child's play. But it wasn't. It was about linking to a machine, and the machine, instead of reading like just your complete good aspects, it's reading your negative side too. And since it has the capability and the strength to do the negative sides, it begins to do that to protect the child. So pretty cool movie, I thought, and I'm glad I got to see it for cheap too. So definitely wait for Netflix, check it out for sure. I just thought the concept was cool. It was definitely something that I didn't believe was going to be on that spectrum. I thought it was going to be more like on the Child's Play good guy doll type of thing, but it was unique. It was for sure unique. And I think that's about it. We're going into album number 3. You know, it's 50 years of hip hop, so I gotta rev it up. My personal favorite album number 3. So I gave you Nas Illmatic because that's the first album I brought. It Was Written. It was the first album I ever got my first kiss to, and so that holds weight. And album number 3 is GZA, Liquid Swords. When the MCs came to live out the name and to perform, some had. I just thought that might be the best, one of the best albums of the whole Wu-Tang Clan. I just, it's definitely in my top 25 albums of hip hop. And GZA was RZA, GZA, everybody, labels, basic instructions before leaving Earth on there, shadow boxing. I mean, that album is incredible. So if you've never heard that album, definitely check that out. And that should just be in your catalog, regardless if you like rap, hip hop, or not. That album is just dope. So I think I'm going to give you 2. So we got Liquid Swords at number 3. Number 4 for me is, without a doubt, just a personal favorite. It's not just because I'm from Brooklyn, but Biggie Smalls, Life After Death. I just think he was just, stories perfect, just kicking the door, waving the 4th floor. Oh, I got a story to tell. Sponing Biggie, like it's just and to end it, what was wild when he was murdered, you listen to that album and that song, like you're nobody till somebody kills you. That was so like it's still ghostly, eerie, because it's a hard truth. But man, yeah, that's number 4 in my top, my top 25. So we got Illmatic, It Was Written, Liquid Swords, Life After Death, right there. And remember, you're the king and queen of your existence. Make the best at it. Keep rocking. I'm Kapresh. This has been the Monday Jump Off number 110. Peace.